What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for the super quick one. Last video we talked about the best controls to steal the ball, and now we'll talk about how to time your steals better. I know there's a lot of ways to steal the ball this year. You can do bomb steals, sometimes you can just block the passing lane with your body, sometimes you can just cut them off on the ball hand side and get the steal from there. Sometimes you don't even need to press steal button, you can just expose yourself on the dribbling hand side and you'll get from there, but we're not talking about those. I think pretty much everyone knows about that already because it is pretty much straightforward. We'll focus more on timing your face-to-face steals. I'm talking about this type of steals. And try to watch the whole video so it will make full sense. It's not going to be that long anyway, and after watching, please let me know in the comment section what do you think about it. So now let's get right into it. So way back 2K20, there's a thing called the read and react system, and one of its main use is to indicate when is the time that the ball is most vulnerable. In here, it was mentioned that when that indicator turned to dash, that's the time the ball is exposed. It is really a small window. In here, if you do some random dribble moves, it will just indicate. So after analyzing it, I noticed that there's a pattern that it happens just after you trigger a dribble move. So first seconds you make a dribble move, that's the time the ball is exposed for a steal. Check it out. The reason why I'm throwing this back is I have a feeling that this mechanic here is still being used even on 2K22. We all know there's a lot of mechanics from past 2Ks that they brought along the following years, but of course to make sure I need to have a test, which is coming up after these messages. And before we go to the next part, just want to invite you guys to like the video if you're liking it so far, and if you think that this channel deserves 100k subs, would be really awesome if you guys can subscribe to make this silver play button real. I'll give you guys some moments. So now going back for the test, I'll be doing this sequence here in lots of repetitions, and I'll take note how many steals can we get for 2 sets. On the first one, I'll press steal button right after I made a dribble move on the ball handler, which is pretty much in here, and on the next one, I'll press steal button right after the bounce of the ball, which is pretty much right here. I know it's hard to make samples 100% exactly the same, so to reduce the margin of error, I'll bump up the samples to 200 attempts each, and of course, I'll try to make every samples as close as possible, like the angles, how close the ball handler to the defender, and all those kind of stuff. And now for the results, it is obvious here that pressing steal right after the dribble move is much better. So the main takeaway here is, as a defender, what you need to do is you need to telegraph or anticipate when is the next dribble move, and just press the steal button when it's bound to happen. Just for an example, you can notice here that this face-up steal happened because just after that dribble move going to the right, that's the time the defender pressed the steal button. Now, if you have a perfect latency, of course it'll be much easier for you to time it, but if you have a bit of delay, of course you need to advance it for a bit depending on how bad your latency is. And by the way, after trying these, please let me know in the comment section what happened, or maybe if you're already doing this, you can testify in the comment section below. Your comments will convince others to do it as well, or not. So that's all for the video. If you guys like it, please smash that like button and please consider subscribing for more videos. And don't forget to drop by the channel for lots of other contents. And as always, stay safe and happy gaming, guys. Peace.